I have this friend that I met over 10 years ago. It's not like we know anybody in common, but we just met accidentally. I'm not here to gist you on how we met or the relationship or the circumstances rather surrounding our meeting, but just know that this is a friend I've known for a very long time and we've never seen each other before. So one day she called me and told me that there is a grant for NGOs and she wants to add my name. According to her, this grant was for NGOs and is sponsored by the federal government. According to her, the federal government wanted to sponsor people that are young that also want to invest into or venture into businesses but do not have capital. So she told me that I should give her my details so that she can add my name to the list of the people that will benefit from the NGO grant. And I gave my details to her, okay, trusting that I'm going to get this grant. I never had business intentions because I've always been a 9 to 5 person. But when she mentioned that to me, I thought of it. This is going to be a very good idea, considering the way things are going in Nigeria, and also thinking about the fact that I'm almost tired of my job and I don't mind quitting if I get something better. So in my head, whenever I get this grant, I'm going to quit this 9 to 5 and start something else that is lucrative and gives me more time to myself. So afterwards, I gave her this and expected to get a feedback according to her within 3 months. After 3 months, I contacted her and she said that there is a court case in the whole situation, that I should just give her a period of time, or I should just give the organization in charge of the grant a period of time to sort it out. I agreed to that and gave another space of 6 months. Note that in between we are still talking and gisting, but I barely talk about this until after a period of time elapsed. This time around, it was 6 months after. And I asked her about the grant, and she told me that the court case is still on, that in fact we are to contribute certain money. We, the members of, or the beneficiaries of the grant, that we are to contribute certain amount of money so that we can enjoy this. I gave my own quota because I do not have a lot. Like I said, I'm a 9 to 5 person, but I still contributed what I had because I really wanted that grant, and I trust my friend that, I'll be able to get this at the end of the day. After a period of 3 months again, I asked her again, and she said that the issue has been resolved in court and that the whole issue is being worked on now, so the payment is going to be given out shortly. I agreed to that and I was very excited. She told me to draft a proposal for my business and let her know the exact amount I would want. Initially, she told me that when the whole grant thing started, she specified that I'll be needing 10 million naira for my business. But now they were asked to make some adjustments for each NGOs, and that's why she's asking me if I would want to adjust the amount. Who really would hear about money and not be interested or want to add more to it? Considering the cost of living in Nigeria now and knowing that I want to venture into a boutique business, I just told her that I'll probably be needing more because cost of starting up a business, renting up a space, and doing every other thing would be more. Okay, so I felt like the 10 million naira wasn't going to be enough, and when I told her, she said that's fine, I should just let her know the additional amount I'll be needing. Because I'm not a very greedy person and I didn't want to sound ungrateful, I told her that I'm okay with the 10 million, but if she feel like I would need extra money, she should just add any amount she feel like would be enough. But if only what I can get from the grant is 10 million naira, I can work around it. She agreed to that and told me she was going to add extra 5 million naira to it, and I was very excited. Moving forward, I realized that she would be the one to call me and give me updates on the NGO. She told me when there was an inauguration for the committees that are in charge of the disbursements. That made me believe that there is a headway to this, and most likely I'm going to get my money shortly. Okay, so moving forward, I realized that she kept on telling me, giving me updates on what's going on with the whole information, with the whole grants issuance. Lest I mention, from time to time, she mentions to me that there are some people that will need to give money to so that they can go and represent our NGO in Abuja where the meeting is usually held. But me, I do not have money, and honestly, I was tired of bringing money. I told her that I won't bring any other money except when I get my grant. If there are people I'm to give money to, then I will do that. But other than that, I do not have extra money to give out. So when she realized that I was no longer saying anything about the money contribution, I realized that she stopped picking my calls. She stopped replying my messages, and she wouldn't return my call. In fact, the last straw was when I called and she busied my call and never returned it. Okay, that was clear to me that she saw my calls and never returned it. Now I got scared. I wasn't so sure if she is a scam. And again, remember, I've never seen this friend, so I wouldn't even know if this is for real or not. Honestly, this is not my dream. I'm telling you my reality. And I would want you to tell me what you think. Do you really think this lady is a scam? Or do you think that the whole thing didn't go as planned and she decided to avoid me instead of saying anything? Let me know what you think, because I'm very surprised. And honestly, as I'm speaking to you, it's been over 2 months since we spoke last. And I honestly don't know what to think.